Hello, Golden Tee enthusiasts. Going to do a little course walkthrough for you for the tour course of the week, Norddalen, whatever you call it. It's a Cosmos course, Starry Stouts. There's a couple of holes you can get to, at least one you can get to pretty consistently with Cosmos that you can't get to with Stouts. Also, hole one you can, man, it looks like there might be a decent 180 here. You can get up close for a chip pretty regularly. Try to play the side of the mountain. It's pretty close. A little shrub there. Might want to try to play a little bit more to the left next time. One of these days I'll learn how to play that chipper wedge or take it out of the bag. I don't know. Yeah, so opportunity there for Cosmos. The kind of a long one on the back that you're definitely gonna like that you have it. It's a tough hole. From this tee box, like the original tee box, you can get around to the left or to the right pretty easily depending on where that pin is. I'm gonna go the high 6 wood here. Just try to skirt the edge. Take my lengthy putt and move on. But yeah, there's a pretty good opening. I think you can hit a medium tee, 5 wood and stuff around to the left gap if you got to play over there, you know, particularly for left pins. A lot of downhill here, so the wind's going to come into play a lot more than usual, especially with a high lofted club like a 5 wood or 8 wood. Tons of carry there. Flat green, so you get to play only the wind. You don't have to worry about the break, for better or for worse. This is your hole out hole. You definitely want to set yourself up for a club that you like hitting, you know, after you learn your distances, as far as like distance from the green on different parts of the fairway. I'm going to try to lay back and hopefully get a comfortable 8-iron. If not, maybe an uncomfortable 9-iron. We'll see. Holes like this that play uphill, you know, the wind doesn't have as much time to move it. When it hits the green, it's coming lower, so it plays less break. These are your hole out opportunities you really want to take advantage of, if possible. Can't perform under pressure. It is what it is. Yeah, definitely try to be aggressive on that hole to the best of your ability. This is never drivable from these tee boxes, I want to say, so just go to the front of the fairway or pick something comfortable. This should be a 7-iron. Or yeah. The hell out of it. Yeah, hopefully if you're playing your tour games, you're at least one better by now. Not a great showing by me. Another one with a little bit of a elevated tee box. Gonna play a little bit of extra wind. Yeah, wind or headwind, it's just gonna play Mawa. And they are longer. Another one, just not really to overthink. You just want to make sure you end up in the fairway and not in a snowbank. I think even if you end up in the rough, you're going to be fine here. Like, yeah, don't overthink this hole. Just try to keep it in the low grass. I think the majority of the challenge in this course is hitting from elevation with this set of tees. Use the wind to help me here. We're happy with that. This was one of the easier courses the year it came out, so don't let it get into your head and intimidate you if you see a shot that looks tough. You're going to have some chances to make it up. It was a really long hole in the back nine that was drivable. I think it was a different set of tees. Remember, one of the Arringtons made a splash by driving that hole with a perfect 142 in the purple finals. That year she got like 5 world's passes. It was a sick run. A lot of elevation here, so this can trick you too. Just try to be mindful. You might need to put a little extra thump on it. A little bit more than I did. Look at those shot points. Another one we're hitting from massive elevation. This is a par 3. This is a par 4 on this tee box. Okay. I didn't realize that. I played it way up the hill. Let that wind play and then let the brake pull it over. Nord just got the same trick over and over again. The tiered green. We've been seeing tons of these. You should know how to do it by now. Either run it up the tier, stick the tier, putt the tier. I'm out of options. Those are all the things I know how to do to a tier. Oh, this is the one. This was drivable in the second set of tees. Both of these fairway options are playable. You can basically just play for a straighter wind. Like, I can get closer if I go down this fairway, but I got to hit over less green. I like the runway and the straighter wind from over here. Both fairways are in play. Don't be scared. Let's put it out there. Take her home. Because the elevation there, that release would have had a little bit more power behind it. I was scared to use it. This is potentially one of the tougher holes on the course if you're not comfortable with swerving the ball at all. Can tuck you behind this hill quite a bit more too. This is a very friendly look. Playing it safe, putting some oomph on it. Right there in the middle of the green. Yeah, it looked like about 3/4 of that green. If you go off, you go all the way off. Kind of peninsular. This is one of those spots where you're going to want to, where you'll be glad that if you brought Cosmos for some looks. If you look at my tee box, you can see there's another sort of testicle look over there to the right. It'll also tee you up at. This one might be shut down. I know some guys are playing the 9.5 driver here to give themselves a better chance to drive this. It looks like I can maybe run it down the left-hand side. I don't think it plays towards the green. But... wow. Got one little snowflake there. MZ's good, I'll tell you what. On ice, looks like that's a heavy penalty. I can't remember if this has spin on it or not. We'll get to find that out together. I'm going to come in, get a lot off of it. Not a lot of bite. I would say maybe don't count on backspin there if you're hitting off the ice. And this was the star of the course back in the day. This is where Eddie G brought the chipper wedge to the world. You do decide to play a chipper wedge here, just know it carries further than you think it would. Really gets under that wind, which I'm going to try to take advantage of here with a low T swerve release. Pretty sure I can use release into a headwind with the chipper wedge without causing it to freak out all the way back down the hill. And there it is. It's going to go further than you think it will. Now you know that's an option. All right. Rather be lucky than good any day. Next, we got the rare par 5 that turned into a par 3 with different tees. Generally, this little patch right here is all grass. If you don't have an outwind, this is where you're going to want to go. But beware, the grass is very slippery. So if you play too close to the end, it can trickle all the way off. See all that roll out? Gotta watch out for that. I think I made that putt. Would have had to restart this whole video. 18, another elevated tee box. Like I said, with Nord, it's kind of the same trick over and over. See, I kind of just want to thumb this 6-wood. Pretty good read. Pretty good. All right, there's your basic Nord walkthrough. Best of luck on the tour, y'all.